Welcome back to another Ruthless Ideas podcast. Today, it's pretty awesome. So first off, I made a little video about my parrots, birds, whatever you kind of want to call it. It was a video I made before, kind of talking about what should I do, what should I add to this product I made for my 24-hour stream that could help it and benefit it. And so I ended up posting a little video on it, and then someone commented, which was really cool, and they gave me two ideas. One was make it so you couldn't get it like spiked, so it would cover the little hole, as well as make it that you can open the can as well with it. So only one comment, but the comment was actually good and it was beneficial. It wasn't one of the comments where it's like, you should make it be able to do a backflip or some kind of the dumb comments that I do get. This one was an actual like very helpful comment, and so this actually shaped my entire product and how I'm making it, which was really awesome. So I actually went ahead, made the video, and kind of talked about how I improved it, how I made it, and ended up coming with a pretty cool product that does everything this person suggested. I'm going to assume she was a female. She was talking about drinks, her friends, and how her nails get in the way. And so I figured no man really cares about his nails, probably won't get in the way, so possibly a female. So I'm going to call it a her, but she gave me amazing ideas and I was able to use that to make this video. So the video shows everything and talks about it all in a fairly in-depth, but really like I gave some good examples, and I was very happy with how this turned out, as well as like the titling, which I've been struggling with, I've talked about before, but I actually came up with a good title that I was actually proud of, as well as I made another one that will allow me to kind of A/B test my thumbnails. And so I'm super excited to see how this goes. My only problem is like, it's 14 minutes long. Is it going to be too long where people won't be interested enough to watch the full thing? So that's like one of the problems, but also the second problem is like, maybe more people will watch it if they kind of are interested to see the ending. And so giving it the good title might actually help people watch it longer because they pick the video because of the title. Yes, that's what like everyone does, but mainly for me, since I'm doing product design, this is kind of my biggest problem I'm facing. And so being able to do this and see how it turns out is going to be really beneficial for me and be really cool in case this does do fairly well. And it's like, this is a product I'm proud to put my name behind as well as sell. And so if I get some people who actually are like, yo, I'd actually kind of use that. You want to pause, like, where can I buy it from? It's like, oh, you want to buy it? Okay. So kind of the possibilities are endless, and I'm also super excited, as well as me finishing up my graded card frame. That was huge. And so now I can take that, and now I have two products possibly. And so really cool, really awesome. And it's just like, it's going the way I want it to, where I have products and can make content. The only problem is like, I'm running out of time and I haven't made enough content. So like, my hope is this next week I can pump out a couple more pieces of content. I've just been really slow. My motivation has been crap. I've been sleeping too long. It's like I just lost the excitement that I had when I started, which is kind of the problem off of the videos I've seen of what people say, like successful entrepreneurs, what they talk about the problems are. And it's like they lose the excitement they had in the start, where it became more than just a hobby, or it became a hobby they wanted to pursue, where they were like, they had an idea or had something they wanted to accomplish. And so then they spent the time to do that, which was like me in the beginning. It's like I had all these ideas. Now that my whole business is these ideas, and it's not a back seat thing anymore. It's a front seat. Like I'm doing it every day. Coming up with these ideas that are like these next level inventionary products are kind of getting difficult because that's all I do. All I do is just make the ideas. And so I kind of lost that for a bit, but I came up with this new idea that's really gotten me out of bed. And it's just like the other day I was like, so I printed this idea because, I'm just going to tell you the full story. We can come back to this. So there's this company called Woosh who makes lamp shades. Well, yeah, lamp shades out of 3D printed material. So they 3D print the lamp shades, and that's the lamp. And it's like they add some electronics to make make it light and like do more things than just the lamp shade. But the lamp shade's like what they sell on. They're cool designs. They look really nice. They're just like something you would have in a home. And so one of them had these really crazy angles that I was debating, can my 3D printer do that? Because I have the same brand of 3D printer they do. Can my 3D printer do this? And so I 3D printed one of the angles and was like, this is kind of cool. So then I made it where it's on top of itself now. So it pretty much looks like, oh gosh, this is my worst thing is trying to describe it. I guess we'll go how I tried to describe it before. Take two pyramids, put the bottoms together, then cut the points and drill a hole through where the points were. So now you have a squared off donut looking shaped thing. And now if you just flattened the sides where there's 4 corners, you flatten it to where it looks like a donut, but then there's a point in the middle where they meet. That's kind of what my product looks like. So extremely hard to picture. I'm extremely sorry. I hope to have some products. I hope to make a video so that I can show what my idea is. But this concept of this like shape got me thinking, what else can I make with this? And so then I started just printing a bunch. So I probably have 15 different products of this one shape. All different sizes, all different shapes. Technically not all different shapes, but like the shape is changed into different looks. I don't know. This is hard to explain. But different products, and it kind of works how I thought it would. And so now I just was thinking, okay, what else can I do with it? So then I just started writing down different places where this product might be able to be put if I engineered it and changed different parts of the shape. So like the whole general shape is the same, but the way it works is different. And so there's different channels, different like cutouts, different different parts of it that make it the functionality different, if that makes sense. So my next thing is like, okay, I had all these ideas, so I had to literally stop myself and start writing them down because I was just overflowing with ideas. And so this allowed me to kind of settle down, get all these ideas out. And so now I have like 30 different ideas for this one shape. Not even a product, but a shape that I can make into products. And so this was like another eye-opening. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like awesome. And so that's been like, it's been what I've been working on. And so the sad thing is I now have 15 of the same kind of shape that I'm like, what do I even do with this? So that's my next thing is like, can I take these, not scraps, but just leftovers and go, okay, I can use it for this, and it serves semi of the same purpose that I was looking for. So that's like the struggle right now, but I'm just designing all these different products, and it is such it's like peace. It's like meditation. It's like where you get to a state of calmness and everything is just working and making sense. And that's where I'm at with this shape. And this shape is just so beautiful. It's just amazing. And so this has been my focus. My hope is that I can make this product not a like maybe a staple of my brand, where it's like that's how I became known and was able to do these like partnerships, these cool products, these cool designs for these companies, creators, like kind of anything. And so I'm hoping, but also I just love the product that I'm going to make so many different things that someone will hopefully see this, be as crazy as I am, see it, and then boom, there you go. Now I have this cool keystone product that isn't just one simple product. Because I've been seeing a lot of like, I do research, i.e., watch TikToks on different 3D printing creators, and it's like they all have their kind of staple product. Some of them take one single thing, so we'll say like storage, and they just create this massively intricate, cool, complex storage system that they just make all their content on. Not that that's a bad thing. That's really cool. I'm just not like that. I don't know if I can do that with one single thing like storage. I want to have products that cover storage as well as watering plants and all these other things. And this shape has given me the ability to kind of expand into a bunch of different products, but still stay along the same path, I guess I would call it, if this shape is a path. And so that's been really cool, and I've really enjoyed it. And so hopefully to kind of take that to the next level these next couple weeks and be able to sell some things. So that's kind of been where I'm at. I'm at the point of like finishing and being happy with how the product turned out, as well as selling it and hoping. The thing is, no one's bought anything, so that's sad. But that's the whole kind of point of what I do, is pushing through all the problems and getting it. So that's been really cool. Also, completely change of topic, but it's something that's been on my mind, is Matthew McConaughey. Yes, he's an amazing man, beautiful man. Not just him, but like who he is and his background. So there is a podcast out there called Modern Wisdom. It is with Chris Williamson. He is a very good podcaster and asks really good questions. And so Matthew McConaughey was on his podcast twice. So I listened to them both. And just hearing his story is so cool. And just hearing his background is awesome. And so then I was like, I've never really seen any Matthew McConaughey movies or TV shows. And so I saw Interstellar, but that was about it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go watch the one he talked about a ton was True Detective. That was his kind of, I don't want to say his like main breakout role, but this was his one where he didn't want to do rom-coms, he wanted to do dramas. And so he was able to do this True Detective thing where it was more of a drama. It was really cool. He did it with Woody Harrelson. So I'm not spoiling anything about it. You go watch it. It's awesome. But going into watching it, I went in with, I know so much about him. He's talked, I know his like backstory. I know about him. I'm watching this just plainly based on him and him alone. I know nothing about this, but I'm watching it because he talked about it. And going into watching that, with that in mind, kind of changed how I viewed the TV show and how I watched it. because literally the first time I saw him, I got a smile on my face. I almost jumped out of my chair because I was like, oh, there he is. This is so cool. There he is. And I was like, man, I wonder if this is how like some people enjoy movies and TV shows more than others, is because the way they go into it. And so then it got me thinking, what if when you and a friend are going to watch a movie and you've already seen this movie and you're watching it for the joy to show this person? So you're excited for all of the laughs, all of the like cutscenes, all of like the way the movie finishes. You have all this data that this other person doesn't have. So now they're going into it as, okay, I've never seen this movie. I don't really know the people in it, or maybe I do, but they're going into it just because you want them to watch it. They don't have any kind of skin in the game. They don't really know about this movie. So they're watching it mainly based on you. And so now their viewing experience is like, okay, I guess why does he like it? What's so good about it? And now their framework going into the movie is different. But then if you take, say, a Marvel movie where everyone has seen these going on and like throughout the years, and you watch it because not because there's cool people you know in it or anything like that. You're going into it because of the story. You're going into it because you've seen the first 10 of them and you know kind of what's going on, but now you're excited for the just how it finishes. And so you take like Endgame, big old battle scene, and then beating Thanos. It's like, okay, you have these expectations, and the way you go into the movie is happy because you know it's going to be good because of how the other ones have gone out. And so it's like, now you take someone who's never seen a Marvel and then they go watch and it's just a completely different viewing experience. Or say you go watch a Marvel movie with people who hate Marvel. Now your viewing experience is even more different because are you there to enjoy it? Are you there to convince other people who don't like it to like it? How are you like viewing it, and what is your kind of mindset? And this just got me really thinking. I was like, what other movies would be better in certain scenarios? Like, especially with the old movies. Is that why they are so good? Is because when you watch it, it almost takes you back. And so it's almost like a time portal. And you're like, okay, I'm going back to this time when this was around. You have no expectations of newer stuff because you know it's not there. And so now it's just raw and kind of old school. And now it adds a different view, a different viewing perspective of how you watch the movie. And so it's just a really crazy thing to like think about, as well as if you go into, this could kind of go into life itself and how you view opportunities, because it's like you could go in and say you hate everything, and now everything you experience is hate, and you're not, why are you there? Are you there to change your mind? Are you there because you're with someone? And now it's the same thing. It's like the whole time you're mad about being in that situation, the other person's trying to convince you to have a good time. And now, are they happy because they get to show you everything and kind of relive it to show you why it's good? Or are they mad because you're not liking the things they like? And so now their whole time is just, why don't you like this? This thing is cool. And it's just like, now it's just a lot of philosophical thinking, because now it's like, well, now this person's not really happy who brought you there because they can't enjoy it. And so how would that same scenario change if the person who brought you was so happy about going specifically because they like it? They didn't care what you thought. They just brought you along because you're either dating, your best friends, or you had to go along. And so now that person just has a freaking amazing time no matter what you're doing. And now you kind of see them having a good time and you're like, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe there's a little fun. I guess that was kind of funny. And now you're just like, well, I guess I have to have fun now. And now you just enjoy it. Maybe you not have to, but it's just like framework, not the movie studio. Again, I talk about this because this was a thought I had. Obviously, I struggle with this in my life as well. I don't really like doing things, so I'm trying to take this also and like talk out loud to get my mind to think it. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. It was a very cool experience because I loved True Detective, and then when the second season came out, boy was I pissed because Matthew McConaughey wasn't in it. And I was like, I just watched 9 episodes or however many was there. I was like, I just watched 9 of this amazing thing. Give me more of him. He was good. Give me more. Luckily, he's made more movies, so I could watch those. And man, I watched The Gentleman. Whew. I love Matthew McConaughey in that as well. His frickin' voice is beautiful. It is insane. And just hearing him talk, just the demeanor, just his presence, he's just, ooh, so cool. And it frickin' sucks because he's about my same height, and he looks so much better than me. It's like, what the heck? Why didn't I get that? It's okay, though. I got inventions. Not saying he doesn't, but. So, yeah. I may or may not have a man crush on Matthew McConaughey right now. It's okay. It may or may not wear off, but if you haven't seen those movies, you should go watch it. So, pretty cool, though. Just when you really think about life and how everything goes down, everything is different. Like, every single experience is specifically your own. Like, no one else will ever have the exact same experience you did. And so that also is a sense of, like, reassurance when you're excited about something and someone isn't. Because it's like, you have two completely different backgrounds. You have two complete different reasons why you like something, as well as when you're going to just experience life itself. Every single idea, every single emotion is kind of backed by different things. So there's no good way to say this. How about for your birthday? We'll do that. We'll do a positive memory. It's like every birthday for every person's different. Yes, maybe you have a twin, but there's obviously going to be something different because one person on that day got accepted into a college, or one person that day got flowers from their boyfriend and one didn't. It's like all the things are different. Everything is different. Nothing will ever be the same. Even if you try and relive a moment, it will never be the same. And so that's why a lot of people say, like, the present is the most important thing. It is, but it's also like you got to think a little bit in the future. Because if you say, I'm going to experience everything perfectly in the moment, I'm going to do everything I want in this moment, then when you experience something later in the future, the experience might be more positive or less positive depending on what you chose to do in that moment. More or less thinking about, like, say, business or like a financial purchase, more of those kinds of things, because those more affect the future. But also it's like there are I don't even want to put a number on it. There are so many different ways opportunities and situations can play out. Like, for me, one of my things is like, I personally don't like to go to events where there's a lot of people. Practically, I don't like really going out. I'm more of an introverted person when it comes to bigger crowds, a lot of people doing kind of like sports games. Like, those things aren't really my favorite, but I have a beautiful girlfriend who those things are her favorite thing to do. And so doing those things so that I can spend time with her and have fun and enjoy it has been a struggle for me. So putting it in the perspective of like, I have to go to this because I love her is the have to. I have to do this thing. Let me go out and do this and try and think or figure out a way I could help someone or create an invention while I'm out. So now my whole goal of when I go out is, okay, we have to go to this. Let's do it. But let me try and look around. Let me be observant. Let me see people struggling so that I can maybe think of a product or solution or invention or possibly just a site to see to influence a different idea. Like, there's so many different ways about going. Let me phrase this good. There are so many opportunities and so many possibilities that can happen when embarking on an adventure that can change how the days and weeks like following it can go. So another thing is like a vacation. Some people like vacations, some people don't. Some people like to work, some people don't. If you are a person who possibly likes to work or doesn't like to work, whatever that work situation is, if you were to take a vacation, when you come back, it would be fair to say that your mindset when you get back is going to be different. Whether it's, I really don't want to go back to work because I don't really like working. So now you just have the thought of like, okay, I enjoy spending time out on, say, a cruise. I enjoy doing that a ton. I really don't like working. Okay, how do I get that to be my life? Well, you could go out and be a travel vlogger where you go out and experience and show the other people of the world what this cruise is like. Or you go and you're a hotel, like, not tester, but kind of like reviewer. So you go review all these hotels all over the world. Yes, it might cost you some money, but you have the possibility of, if you grow your following, people will want you to come and review their hotel so that more people go and stay there. Well, now, from this one single like excursion or adventure or cruise, you now have a change of heart where you're like, let's make this my full-time job. And so yes, I'm very sorry that that job lost you, but you get to do the thing you enjoy. Or if you just really like working and then you do this excursion or adventure, can't say that word, and then you come back and you're like, that sun felt nice. But what if I could like make that like where I work? So now when I work, I have the rays of the sun at me. Or you found a new pen that you like, or just kind of anything. You now have this different view when you get back to the office that I don't know how it will affect or help you or whatever in your work, but that's a change of view. Maybe you want to work harder, so now you can retire earlier. Or you now have stories to tell where now your coworkers who don't really talk a lot are now sharing cruise experiences and different, like, what's the word? Stories of your different trips on cruises. So maybe they went on the same one, maybe they went on a different one. Maybe they never went on a cruise, but they went to one of the same spots you went to. And now it's just like you have something to offer, but you also now might possibly make a friend, an acquaintance, someone who now will help you with your work, and now the work gets done twice as fast. Or there's kind of just so many different things that all starts with just a little change. So maybe you do little changes, maybe you do a big change, but there's so many things that can happen off of just little changes. And so, like, honestly, even with me, I pretty much live the same day, except I make content, which is a change. Because now, like I posted the parrot video, I now go from having 106 videos on my channel to now 107. But now that one video might resonate with someone else, and the cycle continues where maybe a possibility pops up, like one already did for me. Not from this video, but previous ones. And so it's like there's so many different things that can happen that you just gotta do it and change, I guess. I don't know that none of this is backed by science, but I think if you try it, something will happen. Don't know what, but something will. So I hope this spiel gave you the motivation or encouragement to try and do something. So I hope you all make a change, do a thing, kind of step out of your boundaries, because the biggest risks have the biggest rewards. So go get those rewards. Have a wonderful day, and talk to you next week. Goodbye.